Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris, and welcome to TutorABC's Basic Grammar Special Series. And today we'll be introducing you to the future tense. Now, let's do a very quick review that in the past we have introduced you to present tense, and we've introduced you to the past tense. And naturally, today we're going to introduce you to the future tense. Now, you see, this session, we're going to be introducing you to the future tense this session. And if you've noticed, this sentence is in the future continuous tense. But the question is, why future continuous? Why didn't we use simple future tense? What is the future perfect tense? What is the difference between be going to, will, and shall? And that is what we'll be talking about today. The future tense, basically, everyone already knows that we're talking about something in the future. Okay, that's not hard to guess. The only problem is that why sometimes we say, I am going to do something, and why sometimes we say, I will. Is there any difference? Well, as I said, that's what we'll be talking about today. But before we do that, let me introduce you to the sentence structure, which most of you already know, so we'll go through it very quickly. Alright, first of all, the most common one is we use the auxiliary verb will. Okay, and all I want you to know is that first of all, when you're using will, it doesn't matter what the subject, it will always be will, and the following verb must remain its original form. Okay, there's no S, there's no ing, and no ed. So you see, here are some examples. I will tell him when I see him. Thanks for the money. I will pay you back as soon as I can. Don't play with knives or you will hurt yourself. These are all actions that will happen in the future. Okay? Now, if it's a negative sentence, then we say will not, and the verb still remains the same. No ed, no ing, no s. But I want you to remember one thing is that instead of saying will not, the contraction won't is more common. Now, here's one thing though, okay? Remember that in a sentence, if you want to emphasize that you are saying no, in many cases we'll say will not. Okay? In this case, when we say will not, you emphasize the not word. But in most cases, we just say the word won't. You think it's easy? But I'm telling you, it won't be as easy as you think. Please be patient. I promise it will not take too long. Emphasis on it will not take too long. The weather forecast said it won't get cold until next Monday. You won't have any problems passing the exam. Okay, so these are all negative sentences. Another way of doing it also, we can say will never. Okay, most of the time when you say will never, then that is very, very strong. Okay, for example, when you watch movies most of the time, and let's say a bad guy likes a girl and wants to force the girl to love the guy, but of course the girl will always say, I will never love you. Okay, now those are very strong words. Okay, regardless what happens in the future, I will never love you. Okay, so in this case, when I have the word never, you do not need the word not anymore.